So now look, as we have completed this part also of reading and writing to the status register and reading the JDC ID. Now let's move to our main part of writing the content, actual content on our memory registers. Okay, on this memory block, on this SPI flash memory, and then reading from it. So now for reading the data and for reading and writing the reading the data and writing the data, we have these commands. The main commands which will be used are read data 03h and the page program 02h. So first, making you understand of the page program, that is analogous to our write data. Okay, so now here also the flow chain is very simple. As we are going to write data on our memory chip, so as I have told you, when we are going to write data, we first need to tell that we are going to write the contents on the chip. So we first need to send the write enable flash in function. So it will write the instruction 0x06 into our microcontroller, so as to tell it that we are going to write the data on the specified instruction or the specified instruction address. And then we are going to send as you can see in the page program, first byte 1 is the 02h. So that is what we have sent on making the first C pin low, that is slave is selected, and then we are going to send the write data 02h and the 3 continuous bytes of our address. So 823 to, like, from most significant to most significant low bit, least significant low bit. So as I have told you, in the address I will be sending these contents, read ADR1 and read ADR. These things I will be sending. Okay, read address 2, read address 3, read address 4. So its most significant bit is 02, then 00, and then 00. So here the logic which I have written over here is this. As you can see here, the ADRR, this is the bit using the bit manipulation bit bytes. So this will first send the first two most significant bytes of my address, then the third, fourth, okay, and then the first, second. Okay, so that's the first, sending the address at which we want to write the data, and then reading the contents from the specified memory as per the size which we want. So the function which I have created is in such a way that it has 3 parameters. One is specifying the size, that how much characters we need to read, how much characters we want to write on the specified memory, and that memory is specified by this argument ADRR. Okay, that is ultimately sent to these three lines also, so as to make my these 823 to A16 and these accessible. And then the car block is the one that will be having my transmitted data, the data which I am going to transmit. So I am just going to get transmitted data via by byte. Okay, reading the contents from that string by byte and sending it to my flash memory. Okay, so if you go to our page, to its section of page program also, so you will see here that it is specified in the waveform that we have to first send the instruction 02h, then send the 24-bit address in the form of 8, breaking the 24-bit address into 3, so 8 bytes of each address, as we have the 8 bytes of bandwidth only in our SPDR register, and then reading the contents from those memory as much as size we want, till the C pin is made high. You just have to remember that we can read as much as data as we want, as much size we want. If we will not set the high pin, then it will keep on reading until and unless we make the chip select pin high again. And for the read register, the process is also exactly same. First we are going to send the read data command, making the before it making the C pin low, so as to make the chip select pin. Okay, and let me make you to the read status. So for read data, we are going to send the address 03h, and then we are going to first send the first 24-bit address of the memory for which we want to read the data, and then we can continuously read the data afterwards till the specified size. So if let's just navigate to the read data section from the data sheet. So the instruction is initiated by driving the CS pin low and then shifting the instruction code 03 followed by a 24-bit address into the DI pin, that is slave input pin. So master out, slave in. So that is what we have done, making the CS pin first low, then our clock signal will be initiated, and the first 8 bits will be my 03H instructions, 0 to 7, then followed by 24-bit address will be sent according to the memory block which we need to read. Okay, and then its data will be output from the 32th bit of my clock, continuously followed by the most significant bit till the point we have made the CS pin low. Okay, so that's what in the code also we have implemented. First making the C pin low, then sending the continuously data 3 bytes. Okay, first like address of the 3 bytes, before it we are sending the read data 0x03, and then just reading the contents from our the flash chip memory and storing them into a buffer, into a string, or into a buffer. Okay, continuously, so that it can be accessed by the user programmer for our other application, higher application codes. Okay, and it will keep on reading until and unless we make the C pin high again. Okay, and so this function also has 3 arguments, same as like write state register. The address one specifying the address of the memory which we need to read, and then the size specifying the how much amount of data we want to read from the memory, from the starting from the ADDR address, and the car block for storing the contents of the read data into our this string, this car array, and then it will be accessed by our user program. Okay, so that's how I have implemented in the main code also. For the demonstration purpose, I am going to send in the car send byte Kunal Gupta get to byte, and then I am going to receive that in the receive data. Okay, so these are the two the strings which I have created, 2 variables. One important thing also to tell you is that I have about the instructions for the array sector and the array sector. Okay, so we can erase our memory. So we can like erase the block. As I have told you, our block is of 65535 bytes. That makes in the kilobytes it is 64 kilobytes. And if we want to erase the half of our block, that is 32556, so that is 32 kilobytes. And if you want to erase our block in terms of 4 kilobytes only, that is 4096 bytes, so that is 4 kilobytes. So we can either erase our memory contents in the 4 KB sector erase, half block erase, that is 32 kilobytes, or the full block erase, that is a 64 KB, or we can completely erase our memory chip from totally from all of its memory block diagram memory addresses from the instruction chip erase. So correspondingly we have these instructions 20H, 52H, D8H, followed by the 8 and then sending the 24-bit address of our block on which we want to erase our operation, perform the erase operation. Okay, so the correspondingly, if I have written the code also, its code is also very much simple. Now as for erasing the sector block also, we need to first send the write enable flash. Okay, as you can see in the data sheet, if I navigate to the here to my sector erase in the sector erase instructions, so here they have mentioned that we first need to send the instruction of you can see here that it is written that a write enable instruction must be executed before performing the sector erase of the memory. Okay, that is WAL bit of a status register must be set to 1, and that is done by sending this command write enable flash, that is 0x06. Okay, so just sending that thing only. Okay, and then making the C pin low, then sending the sector erase instruction, and then sending the 24-bit address. Okay, and then making the C pin high again. So that is the what the functions you have to write for the sector erase. 4 KB, 32 KB will have macro of sector erase 32 KB, 4 KB will have macro for sector erase 4 KB, and 64 KB will have macro for 64 KB. And in the chip erase we don't have to specify the address, as in that our whole chip will be erased, so we just need to send the write enable flash and the macro for the chip erase by the SPI send byte, and then making the C pin low. So now in the main function I am just going to write this code. Okay, so erasing the sector, yeah, okay. Now let me just mark out this. And so now what I am going to do, I am just going to first erase the memory contents which are of my sector 4 KB of my read address 2, that is block 2. Okay, and then I am just going to write the data on the block address 2, that is Kunal Gupta get to byte, and then I am going to read that data. Like first I am going to write the 20 bytes of this string, and then I am going to read the 18 bytes of the data which I have written. Okay, so now let's just build the code. Sector block, make the program code inside a microcontroller, connect to a data visualizer, and let's see. So as you can see here, it is specifying Kunal Gupta get to. Okay, so let me just wait, let me just write here the print string new line change also. Okay, let me just, yeah, so Kunal Gupta get to byte, like as I have written the first 20 bytes. Okay, so get whole of its 20 bytes, and then only reading the 18 bytes of this. Okay, so that's the how you can read and write onto your to these flash memory chips. And as you can see this, if you have understood the logic, understood the working, then you don't have to mug it up, and you just don't have to rely on any microcontroller. Just by having the low level device driver of any microcontroller, okay, you can write your own functions and write your own application code according to it, as its instructions are very simple and direct. Okay, so I hope guys you like this video and you get to know the understanding of these flash memory chips and how to perform the read write operations on them, and these write status register and all such kind of things. So now in the upcoming videos I am going to interface this to my STM32 microcontroller also. My whole logic and whole code will be same. Okay, the things will be pretty much same. It will be very easy for you after viewing these videos for STM32, and also will be having the yeah. Okay, so that's it for now guys. I hope you like the video. Mention down any queries, any views in the below comment section. Till then, stay safe, stay happy, stay safe from the coronavirus, and just subscribe to the channel if you are viewing the first time of the video of this channel first time and you like the content.